unfortunately for some of you. But yeah, I am back here in my kitchen, and just bear with me 1 minute. I've just got to put my sliding gate, my little it's another item I bought off Temu just to keep the dogs out in the kitchen. So 1 minute. Perfect. Right, we're ready to go. Hey everyone, yes, I'm back, and we are back in a new kitchen, and I'm actually very happy with it. And obviously I've now moved home, so haven't been able to be as active as I'd like to be, but we're getting there. And we're going to start with something really simple, nice and easy tonight. I've already done this today. I've done this for my mum earlier because I used her as a test goat, a test guinea pig. Make sure that I've actually put enough seasoning in my meat, and of course there's enough salt in it. Didn't have a problem. So I'm going to show you guys. I've actually got mine done and ready, so we're only just going to put them together and see how they come along. I'm going to show you what I've put with mine, and I think these have come out slightly better than the last ones I made, because the last ones I made were really tasty, but they were a little bit, I'd say, on the dry side, need a little bit more holding together. So this time round, here we go guys, got my pork mince ready to go, and it's smelling really good. I've used 500 grams of mince that I actually picked up from my local Mirror Mart, which is fabulous. Seriously, it's so cheap, and you get a really nice bit of meat from them. And what I've done with this one, I've put a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of coriander, garam masala, a quarter of a tablespoon of chili flakes, because what I wanted to do, I wanted to give it a little bit of taste, but I didn't actually want the heat. So you got that nice little heat in your mouth, but it's sort of not, oh my god. And it's my little slight adjustment, obviously salt and pepper, don't forget that guys. Oh, and some dried thyme. The reason I haven't done it is because I did it last night and I wanted the meat to marinate overnight. So we've got this beautiful flavour all through the mince. It's up to you when you do it. You can do it the same day. I do prefer to do mine the night before, just because I like it, as I said, like it to marinate. So what I have added as my little extra, because you can choose whatever. I forgot the garlic powder. Oh yeah, only a quarter of garlic powder is really strong. It's up to you guys. I personally didn't think mine were holding together, so I've added a tablespoon of tomato puree, or tomato puree substitute thing, whatever, just to help bind it together. And I found they stayed a little bit nicer and they didn't fall apart, and they come out really well. All that mixed together smells fab. It's up to you. I'm just showing you, going to show you how quick and easy it is to put this together as a meal when you're really hungry. I need something soft. I've got a massive problem with my tooth. I've actually knocked my tooth even further. So it is exceptionally wobbly and I can't bite at all with it. And it's sort of hanging at the front. I'm looking a bit goofy at the moment. So I do apologise for that. So shall we crack on with this mince, because I'm pretty hungry. And I've got to be honest, I don't really have any Christmas food this year. It's just too much going on. And for joining me, I'd like to say thank you. Oh, can I also say thank you to my new subscribers. Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. That was really appreciated. That was a really lovely surprise that I looked at this afternoon. And thank you so much. I'm so glad you're sticking with me. So, I'm going to go back to these. I'm doing wraps. Nice and easy. So, as I said, I'm only doing one. And I'm actually going to use my new grill that I also picked up from Temu, because I can't believe it was like under a tenner. Do you know, when I bought one of these sort of 15 years ago, I swear to God, I paid about 30 to 40 quid for it. It was like one of these cast iron things. Now, I'll show you. check it out. That's fabulous. I have obviously cooked mine off, and she has been lovely oiled with some extra virgin olive oil, really rubbed in. You don't want too much oil on your griddle because you don't want oil coming up, but you do want to keep your grill. So I'm going to have a code for this if you're interested. If you are cooking on gas and fancy multi-surface bloody griddle pan, because obviously you can use flatbed. You want to cook some eggs, you want to cook some bacon, you want to cook it all together. On the flatbed it goes. You want to cook steak, you want to give yourself some lines. I'd do it on this bit. This is my favourite side. So popping this back on the grill, fits beautifully on my cooker. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cook her off anyway. I'm going to throw my tortilla on there. I'm going to get some lines going on it and make it look nice. And that's pretty much it. As I found out I can eat this afternoon without it hurting too much, we're going to try and do it with a few chips, because I do need a little bit more to eat than what I've had over the last couple of weeks, which is barely nothing. It's not good. It's been so painful. I feel like the only way I can do it is make myself some soup. But again, with the move and everything, it's been a little bit much. So I'm going to whack some chips on. I've got some lovely seasoned ones here, all done, all ready and easy. I told you guys this is going to be easy peasy. So I'm going to whack these in for about 5 minutes just before I put my koftas in, because they only took like 15 minutes. So, and my chips take 10. There we go. I've got that round the wrong way, haven't I? Right, we'll put the koftas in first. I'm going to put the chips in for the last 10 minutes. Koftas in for 5 minutes, then the chips. See, I told you guys my head has been so out of the ordinary. There's too much going on and too much to think about. But we are getting there. And tomorrow is my goal to get my cabinet put together. I've been saying this for the last couple of days. But I really, too many gloves there. Oh guys, you want these? These were off Temu as well. And seriously, less than £3. And they're really extra small. It's really hard to get gloves my size. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to hopefully get my cabinet going. Well, put it together anyway tomorrow. I'm really excited. I think it looks really cute, really pretty, and I think it'll look really nice outside my cabin. I've already asked around, and they do, hopefully residents will be interested, and I should get some sales. Then we will start on the breakfast area. At the moment, the weather has not been great. My mood's not been wonderful. And as I said, there's just been too much going on. So, gloves at the ready. There we are. See how good they fit. I do prefer these. And the white latex ones are a bit... Never mind. Alright, I've got my meat here. I'm going to do this nice and easy. I love the fact that I can actually work on the cooker now, which is slightly different. I'm just going to push it so you can see a bit more. And we're going to bring you down. Down. There we are. And I think I'm going to put some light on. I always do this. I put the ring on and don't put any light on. And then wonder why it looks so dark. Hey, there we are. A little bit more brightness. So, your kofta mix. Now, as I said, this was 500 grams. So, we've got about 250 left. Nice and easy. We'll make these decent size and you get a bit more flavour out of them. Hi, thanks for joining. Happy New Year to you. So, literally like that. Cut it in your hands. Doesn't have to be exact. Doesn't have to be wonderful. And then, again, that's it. We're going to roll these into nice little sausage shapes. And you can be fancy if you want, because the good thing with this is you could put this out as finger food, because you can decide on what size you want. So you can have little tiny ones, like put them in bowls or something. You can have, I'm going to do like sort of medium sized. So they will look a bit more sausagey, hopefully. And they will come out really nice. But what the best thing is the tomato in it is holding it together without using breadcrumbs, without using egg, and without using the flavour. Excuse me. And also, it does actually keep a bit more moisture in with the pork. So we're gonna, here we go, roll it out. This is like, as I said, I only got 4 to do. There we are. See, there we go, guys. That's all you're looking for. There we are. And then we're gonna get a stick. I've noticed these didn't actually need wetting when I put them in the air fryer. They didn't catch fire or anything, so that's a good thing. If you're going to use the cooker or anything, I would suggest soaking them. Otherwise, they will catch fire. Probably add a bit of flavour to your kofta, but there we are. So you can either serve them like this, make it look a bit fancy. Obviously, do them a little bit smaller. Use them in the summer, guys. Don't forget. I know we have just hit January, and I'm thinking summer already. Well, think about it. You do something. You whack something like this. You get a pack of mincemeat, or you go to your local butcher, and you get a decent amount of mincemeat. How easy are these going to be to put on for a barbecue? Do you know what I mean? It's compared to either paying for a pack of sausages. Yeah, it might take, 2 minutes to mix some mincemeat together with some seasoning. Not going to be that bad, but they'll taste better. Your guests will love them, and they'll be a little bit brighter in your pocket. So, there we are. We'll just do that one. Oh, guys, if you twist the sticks as you're pushing them in, you'll find they tend to go in a lot easier. That one looks really good. The other one looks really fat and terrible now compared to that. So, never mind, only for me. So, they're not going to hurt anyone. Just tidy it up a bit. There we are. So, last little bit. So, as I said, guys, you can choose your own sizes for these. It's up to you. You got more mouths to feed, make them smaller and go further. Isn't going to hurt. That's annoying me now. That one's slightly too big. It looks wrong. So I'm just going to tidy it up a bit. There we go. And plus I think I needed that extra bit of meat because that other one was looking a bit skinny. I know I said don't worry about them being even, and I'm being a bit fussy, but never mind. I am really liking the light in this kitchen. This looks really, really quite lovely. Obviously, guys, this is only a little 1/2 a kitchen. My kitchen is not that large, so don't think I've got this other massive half over there. I really haven't. But what I have got is excellent space and excellent movement in my kitchen and everything to hand, which is fabulous. Because that's got to be the worst thing in the world, is when just things in the kitchen aren't together. Especially if you're out there and you're using the kitchen a lot. You want things to be boom, boom, boom. You know, you don't want to be going all the way across the kitchen for a knife. Apart from the fact it's just dangerous. You want your knives by you. Again, islands in the middle. It works okay depending on what you're using your kitchen for. But if your island's in the middle with a dishwasher and your cooker is half a mile away, then that's just not sensible, really, is it? Really, I gotta be honest, I really do actually like my new home. However, you can really tell that there's just not the eye being cast over it, and it's just, you know, the little things, the niggly things. That should just, it's just blatantly obvious, you know. Anyway, you can always find out more about those issues on my subscription page. I'm not going to bore you with that. We're here to cook some kofta. But if you are interested and you want to see how everything's turned out, it will be on my subscription page. So where did I put that? There we are. See, these are looking a lot tidier now. I've really got a hang of this. I don't know why I've never did these before. They are so easy and so tasty. And I finally found out why I don't like mincemeat. It's not the mincemeat. It's what it's cooked in. And I don't like it cooked in liquid. If I have a chili con carne, I really would prefer it dry or done with like chunks. Oh, hi, thanks for joining. Sorry, I'm really far away and I only just see your little messages turned up. Thank you. Hi. So, as I said, it's this thing about mincemeat. I'll just go, it isn't actually the mincemeat. Yeah, I just don't like it when it goes in liquid and swells up and goes all mushy. I don't like that, and it's just horrible. So, hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time to comment. Right, I can't. Right, seriously, I am so bad at pronunciation. Right, thumbs up or thumbs down? Did I get it right? Uzbekistan. Jesus. Yeah, I will admit, I am no good. I phonetic spell and pronounce what I see. So, not doing that bad. Anyway, we're done with the koftas. I can almost shut up. And we can get back to doing these. So, as I said, let's get Christmas dinners maybe. You know, all the food's a little bit on the rich side now. I want to change it up. We're in January. And I'm going to start New Year by cooking something a little bit more tasty. And it's pretty easy, really. And I'm glad I've got these gloves now. I tell you, it's making my life a lot easier. Alright, put those out away. And put this forward. There we go. I'm just going to line these on the grill inside. I'm going to pop these on for 5 minutes, and then it's pork kofta is done my way because I fancy something different. So there we go. I'm not going to eat all of these because I'm doing myself some chips as well, and I am not that piggy. But what I am going to do is cook them all up, and I've got 2 for later. Well, 2 for tomorrow, or 2 for whenever. Alright, I'm going to pop these on for 5. Because my chips take 10 minutes, and we want it all to go together. I'm only going to put it on about 180. And time, put it on 5. Okay. Easy peasy. I'm getting my new dishwasher, which I will be sharing with you because I've got to admit, it has got to be the best buy that I've bought. And it is fabulous. I recommend them to anyone. I've had a good couple of weeks using it and getting used to it. I'll be sharing it with you shortly. And also, I've got code for it as well. So I check the code out after you've had a look and think, oh wow, that's really good. But this has got to be one of the best items that I have bought, and it's so efficient. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, in the dishwasher you go. There we are. Alright, so kofta's in, chips are ready. Try this new grill out. I'm bringing it off a bit closer. There we go. I'm going to drop you down a little bit. There we are. Oh, tilt. So, as I said, nice and easy peasy, double-sided grill, under £10. As long as you look after your cast iron, it will look after you. So, as I said, I've burnt mine off. And how big's the no, one burner is fine. Alright, depending on the size, normally if I had the my Polish ones, what I want to do is I want to create some a nice bit of heat, and that is actually spread really nicely like that. Yeah, I like that. I want that as hot as it can. Here we go, I'm back. I want this as hot as it can. Okay, I only want to put a little bit of heat through my tortilla and maybe some fancy lines. Not that anybody else is going to see them. Alright. And you can already feel the heat coming through. I can't wait to cook steak on here. It's something I'm really looking forward to. I have missed cooking steak on gas, and I've also missed cooking steak on one of these. But yeah, that is coming really nicely. I'm going to give it the actual time that's on here before it heats up. And then we'll chuck our chips in. I'll put together an easy dinner. And you're looking at, guys, what? Pack of wraps is normally about £1, depending on the type you get. I know I paid about less than £3 for these 500 grams of mince. I got 8. Yeah, I got 8 of my koftas out of it, but that was this size. You could also reduce the size; it would go a bit further. It's up to you. I just didn't want to do meatballs and sauce. It's nice and cheap. A little bit of salad. Put what you want with it. You do not have to eat everything in one go. Spread it out, make a meal of it. I'm doing it with a few chips. I just want something a bit softer to eat as well, due to the fact that I'm struggling to bite. So we're going away with that. That is cooking beautifully. Well, I say cooking, nice and heating up. Really happy with this. Do be careful when you do that. Don't burn yourself. Don't put your hand on the griddle. It will be very hot. So I do silly things like that and forget about it. So, you know, I'm practicing what I preach, but I'm also telling you because I've done it. Alright, there isn't a lot of stupid things that I haven't done, you know, that you do in the kitchen. So, these are cooking beautifully. Got a minute left on those. Chips are going in for 10. I will just give them a little shake just to make sure they're not stuck to the bottom of the grill. But this is really handy. I only want to cook 4 koftas. I don't want to put the cooker on for 4 little mini koftas. Originally I would have been cooking 8, but I did test it on my mum to see if it was okay. And it seems like flavour. So if you are interested and you want to know the flavours I used, let me on my Instagram page on my subscription site, so you can always check it out from there. Personally, I like them, and this is really nice. That's not too bad. Only 3 minutes, and that's perfect. Right, there we are. Hey, look, that's you can see that. I do believe that the tomato does make them a lot better. It does stop them from drying out. And it does seem to give them a better texture. So, chippies in! Right, 10 minutes on the chippies. On 180. There we go, guys. I know everyone's air fryers operate differently. Everyone's got different type air fryers. I do like the look of the Breville one at the moment with the double split. That will be my next purchase when this blows up though. So this one will last a while. 10 on the chips without it off. Alright. See, that is how you want your grill. I'm just going to bring you in again, guys. You see that lovely smokiness coming off? We got some smoke coming off the grill. Once your grill gets to about that temperature anyway, you do not need to be pumping the gas because your grill's going to stay hot. All we want is just slap that on like that. I don't advise using your fingers, guys. Please either get some tongs or something. I am just used to things like that. There we go, burning away. They do have asbestos hands. Sometimes it does get through, but you know, I'm used to it. Right, see? Nice little pretty pattern. It's warmed up the tortilla. Just turn that off. There we go. That grill is nice and hot enough for me to work with. Turn that off. As I said, guys, I don't want it crispy. I don't want it too hard because it will hurt. And I want to enjoy my food. I don't want my food to hurt me. I'm going to keep this nice and simple. Get this out and push this out. Wait a minute. There we go. See, I do like this new space that I'm working with as well. I'm finding it a lot easier to work with. This is the first time that I've actually properly cooked it in the kitchen. So I am feeling my way. See you later. Thank you for joining me and take care. Have a lovely evening. Bye. That was it to you guys. Anyway, as I left the tortilla on there, we've got a lovely warm tortilla. I'm gonna cheat. I got that crucible. Is it Crucials mint yogurt thing, which normally I'd have it with the lamb, but it seems to go with the pork quite well. A little bit of that on there. I like to make my food look pretty because at the end of the day you're going to eat it, it's going in your mouth. Everybody likes to look at what they can eat. You're not going to eat something that looks terrible, are you? So a little bit of effort. So, a little bit of mint on there. Again, guys, you don't have to have mint, you don't have to have chilli. You have what you want. It's your dinner. And this is mine, so I'm having it my way. Now on some lettuce. A little bit in the middle. I'm not really a big fan of radicchio, but hey ho. There we are. Not too much. Again, chewing factor for me, guys. You put as much as you want. Alright. Again, I like to do this. You don't have to do it, but it's just an idea. Now we got a little bit of aromat. A bit of black pepper. Get the lid off of the oil. A little bit of oil just to give that lettuce a little bit of life. And then my favourite, hot sauce. Go with that. There we go. Guys, seriously, easy. Nicely done. And these can go away. And we got what, 6 minutes left on here. Look pretty. Gives me a few minutes. Pack stuff away. Don't need that, don't need that. That can go in the wash. And how is everyone feeling? I can finally get round to that bit. Have we all settled into the new year? Are we ready for Monday? Or do we just want to shut the door and hope that it goes as fast as last year? I'm really hoping this year to really go for it, guys. I'll be sharing with you more stuff that I have actually received from Temu. Stuff that I bought. And stuff that I bought. Also that cabinet, I really want to get that going. Anybody can help me. I'm having an issue with Amazon at the moment. I've been trying to order labels since October. It's the Avery ones. and they just keep, my order just doesn't seem to arrive, and I'm really struggling at the moment. I've just checked on another one saying it's delayed. Yes, it's very frustrating, especially when you desperately need them. For the Avery ones because they're universal, and obviously it's these little codes on it. It just makes things a lot easier. Right. Oh, 5 minutes. Jesus. I will be also, I'll turn you around a bit. There we are. I will be also, if you're interested, guys, taking you around on my short little tour around my house. I think these are brilliant at the moment. This has been done obviously because of situation at the moment with everything the way it is, and also me and the dogs do not need a 3-bedroom house with stairs. That were painful, hurt when you fall down them. The dogs are happy. Yeah, she's clearly happy, aren't you? They're loving their life. If I was a dog, I'd be loving my life as well. All this freedom, all this ground, it's amazing. So they do seem to be a lot quieter. I've got barky dogs, and they have seemed to have quietened down a bit more. I'm happy about that. But yeah, the kitchen is made to work with. Now I've got obviously my bits set up how I want it set up. I could actually share with you a little bit of cooking just to get me back into the swing. See how this reel comes out. What I think of the angle. It doesn't seem too bad. I think the gimbal might be a bit of a better option than stand. But it's working quite well. I do like the fact that I can plug it in quite easily compared to the last house. And we'll see how we go from there. It is just getting used to it. I am going to have to adjust my cooking on my gas cooker. I did attempt to try and do some beans the other day, apart from the fact that it hurt my mouth. It's beans. You got it stuck up my tooth and it really hurt. I did burn the hell out of them because I forgot how strong gas is. But I am preferring the gas. I just don't want to burn my pancakes. That's my next challenge. And also, whereas all my timing's out in the other place, and that's all just gone to pot now. The cooker's faster, the cooker's better. It's obviously brand new. It's making my life a little bit easier. So I can't wait to actually try it out properly. These are cooking really, really nice. Loving them. I'm really pleased with these. Can't wait to show you. 2 more minutes, guys. That is it of me just standing there telling you. What I could do is take you on a little s'more tour. So, like I said, we have the cooker. I'm going to turn you like this. There we go. Got microwave down here. I've managed to get all my utensils underneath, which is amazing. I do like the whole everything on the side, everything to hand. You know, just keep. I don't like tubs. I don't want tubs of things on my side or anything. My knives are all at the back of the cooker, which is fabulous again. So a little bit more. See what I mean? Nice, easy. The knife. Take the knife. Everything is. Even though I had the kitchen set up in my old place for me to cook, everything is a lot more manageable the way I've now been able to set up a kitchen my way. Even though I didn't design the kitchen and I didn't have any input on how it's set up, my input is where things are going and how I'm going to utilise my space. So, we are nearly there. I can't wait. I need a bloody chopping board. So I'm just going to pop you back a bit. This is why the gimbal would be better, because I don't need to be doing this. It'll do it for me. So, we go back, forth. There we go. How's that? Is that working for you? Alright. Right, so it's cooked out pretty fast. Nice. There's something over there. Tell you what would be nice. You know those glass tops that you get so you can actually work on them. We'll think about that in the future. Bing! Knife. There it is. saw that because I had it earlier. Alright, so here we go, guys. Let's go see how these turned out. I'll stop, cancel. I'm going to bring you in a little bit more. How's that? That's a bit better angle, I think. Alright. Yeah, they smell good. Got to stop reaching in the oven with my hands. Alright, take the chippies out first and give them a shake. Okay, 10 minutes. Done. Ooh. I've lost the chip. It's around here somewhere. So that can go in the wash. Pop them to the side. And then, see, hands again. I must remember, if you do that, it will burn. Alright, here we are. Ow. Hands. Ow. There we go. Look. There we are, guys. They're looking pretty tasty. I'm going to probe them, like I always do. Just for peace of mind. Give them a little probe. Oh, we got 64. That's lovely. So fabulous. Right, I need to get some cleaners as well. Alright, I only want 2 of these, guys. I'm not that much of a pig, so I'll take that one because that one looks nice and fat. And we'll take the little dinky one here because that one, you know, looks sorry for himself. But apart from that, I'm really happy with how they turned out. They are nice and juicy. They smell amazing. I'm going to cut one up to show you that these actually came out a little bit. As I said, my last ones were a little bit on the dry side personally. And they tasted lovely, but they're just a little bit dry. Pop those over there. Fork. Alright. So, there we go. Really should grind up my thyme a little bit better. Alright. There we go, guys. And you see that? Lovely. So, I'll get rid of that. The stalks from my thyme. It does break up eventually. So, I'll show you. These just held a little bit better inside. Yeah, I really think I like the tomato in there. I do prefer that. How easy is this? Pop that. Just need 2 of them for a wrap. Well, that's all I'm putting in. There we go. I'd like to thank all of you that have joined me to take more stalks. Yeah, the job is just for me. I would really like to thank everyone that has tuned in this evening and everyone who has subscribed to my page. Appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything you want me to go over or you want any information on anything. It's not a problem, just DM me. And I will be back, hopefully with a bit more. We're going to start, once I get my breakfast going, we will be going through what I'll be going through on the menu. Right, there we are. Attempt to fold these pretty. Right. So bad at folding these, it's unreal. Like that. There we go. That. So the Polish ones, they're bigger, easier to fold. Oh yeah. Stay. Oh, ow, ow, ow. There we go. Easy, simple, cheap dinner. And it costs you blatantly nothing. Apart from a little bit of time. And I know that is something we're all a little bit short on. But guys, it's worth it when you eat it for yourself. And also, if you haven't got that pain, I'm going to put this up back. There we are. Tasty. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. I'm going to go have my lunch. I hope you've enjoyed this and my 40 minutes of blabbering on. I'll be back. Stay tuned and take a look at all the stuff that have arrived from Timo. It's actually quite cool. And there are some discount codes, especially for the coffee machine. I paid 40 quid for it. You can get it for 32. If you love your coffee and you just want a simple machine, pop over and have a look. I'm going to go have something to eat. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Bye.